If you are looking for a solution that addresses the root problem rather than a temporary relief of your symptoms, and this is for you. And in this video, you're going to learn how to retrain your nervous system and your movement patterns so that you can improve your conditions for good. And in today's video, we're going to specifically talk about the pinched nerve in your neck, or you can say the cervical radiculopathy. So make sure to watch this video until the end. So you may be thinking that the problem is in your neck, as that's where you're experiencing the symptoms, and then also down into your arm. But that's actually not true. So the real problem is that its relationship between the neck and all the other parts, because they are all connected. All the body parts are connected, as I always say, and then our body, our nervous system are connected, the mind are connected, and the body and the nervous system interacts with the body and influences how we move. So, and that's really what we're going to focus on in changing and improving your conditions. So let's say you have a pinched nerve on one side. So I'm just going to choose this side, right? And you may know, you probably know, it's the pinched nerve means, it's from the spinal cord, the nerve root exits off from the spinal cord. And then along the way, that structurally, that nerve root gets compressed. Something like that. And then as a result of the compression on the nerve root, and then you start to have some symptoms, maybe burning pain or shooting pain, numbness and tingling, something like that. And oftentimes it is only one side, and sometimes it involves both sides, and related to arthritis, and because of the narrowing of the canal in the spine where the nerve exits through, and there is not enough opening there. So then, therefore, the nerve root gets pinched. Then you have all these symptoms. So let's look at from a perspective of your habitual movement patterns. So what does that mean? And oftentimes you may see one side is more compressed, or you can say one side of the neck is shorter than the other side because of how you're sitting, because of all the patterns. Then some other people may identify some impairments as far as your muscle strength and the muscle length, tightness and growth. And you may say, oh yeah, my right side of the neck is tight, and so I need to stretch it, I need to massage it, loosen it up, so to open up more on this side. But something more than that, actually, if that's as simple as that, then why wouldn't stretching and massaging and opening up this area, wouldn't that change it? But then yet you keep stuck in the same patterns. Stiffness, tightness, tension, all the compression continues to, take place despite stretching, massaging, all the other things that you may be doing. Why is that? So that relates to how you're moving, right? So is this just the patterns of the bias because of the tightness, or because of the way you are moving that has led to all the tightness that you have now? Well, oftentimes that's really common, and then I've seen that a lot myself and others as well. But it's actually not just here, as everything is connected, right? So how is it really related to yourself down below, further down? It's not just the neck, it's not just the shoulder, it's not just the head positions. Oh, okay, well, I'm tilted to one side, so I just need to correct my head here. Okay, well, that's maybe one thing. But then you look further down, you pay further attention down to the whole self. I'm going to step back a bit here. So what's connected to your neck? What's connected to your neck? Spine. Spine goes all the way down here. And what is the spine connected to? Your pelvis. What's the pelvis connected to? Your hips. Oh, legs. So if I shift my weight over here to one side, well, what's the effect? because of the connections, whether you are aware or not. Here, slight shifting here, it's going to have an effect on my neck. Slight shift over here, it's going to have an effect on my neck, vice versa, right? So we all have habitual tendencies and biases and movement patterns, right? So we don't really distribute the weight, we don't use the two sides equally, we don't distribute the movements and efforts any evenly. If we are sitting, most likely that you'll find that you are leaning onto one side more than the other side. Most of the time, when you maintain that patterns, well, that's habitual patterns. So you're constantly leaning onto maybe one side, to the right side, or to the left side. But how is it influencing everything above? Because it is influencing. So it's not just a matter of your neck, but it is really connected. This is what I mean by its relationship, right? It's a relationship between the neck and everything else. It's not that this is causing this, maybe, or it's not this causing this, maybe, but they all were connected. They influence each other. So how do we change that? If you don't know your own habits, your habitual patterns, biases, tendencies, then, well, you don't know what to change. You don't know what to pay attention to. So just something to keep that in mind, right? When it comes to the neck, because that's where you are focusing on and that's where you can feel, then you really pay attention to only your neck, and then, but you don't really see and feel the connection between this down to here, but it does. Interesting, right? And this is why in many videos of my videos on my channel involve the whole body, because it's really, really difficult to not include everything. As all the body parts are connected, then they are really, to me, it is a matter of really bringing in more, and so that they can start to function together in order to improve any particular part. If there is really very poor organization and integration, then you're maintaining a lack of awareness and leads to you being stuck in the same patterns. Again, here, as you can see, I'm exaggerating my patterns of leaning over to my left side here. Then as a result, of course, that creates an uneven weight distribution and the stress to my neck and shoulders as well. So my left side is a bit longer, my right side is a little bit shorter. But it's not because my neck is tight or stiff. So stretching doesn't really change that. So then I need to recognize that all the body parts are connected. Then I need to train and retrain my nervous system, as the nervous system controls the movement patterns. How do you do that? You have to bring your attention to your body. It starts to understand and sense the body from the inside. It starts to understand your movement patterns from the inside. Everything starts from the inside, not from the outside in. So, just to give you a little bit more insight in my perspective on how I teach movement retraining, the nervous system retraining. So hopefully that makes a little bit sense. But I'll be doing more specific movement retraining videos in other videos later. But for now, I think this is good, and I hope this is helpful for you. And if you like this video, and please support my channel by subscribing and hitting the like button. If you want to improve your relationship with your neck and bring more comfort into your neck, and please join my 14-day Relieve Your Neck Pain Challenge, which will be starting in January 22nd, Monday. I'll put the link in the description and also in the comment. And if you have any questions, then please let me know.